Welcome back to Pirate Radio Broadcast Football. We are bringing you another week of preseason before the cuts. So a lot of these players will not be with these two teams. A lot of players will be released, others will be traded to other teams, and then the ones that they trade to other teams, those players will be cut with the other team. I don't know. I don't understand it. H.T. Baum, who is responsible for creating the gentleman's agreement way back in Madden 12, I believe. Him and Coach Landry devised this gentleman's agreement so that the losing team can trade up for better players on the OVR listings, and allows players like H.T. Baum, Charlene Pinky Goober, Slam Dunk Gomez, myself, non-NFL union players that don't have agents or representation, allows us to play, and also allows female athletes of the past to play, and allows legends, throwback players to play. So what you're seeing of all these throwback players is because of the gentleman's agreement. There's a lot of other things that H.T. Baum tells us is in the gentleman's agreement. We have to take his word for it. I don't know. He's not talking. I keep my mouth shut. Not always. All right. Today we have the Baltimore Ravens with throwback players and versus the Dallas Cowboys, who also have current players and throwback players. Let's take a look at the roster. I want to make sure everything's on the up and up here. Okay. We got Dallas Cowboys. We got Roger Staubach, the Dodger. Roger the Dodger. Tony Romo. Troy Aikman, Danny White. Now I know the pictures may not be pleasing to your eyeballs. You may say, wait a minute, they don't look like. Well, we don't actually have one of the best quality photographic machines. We basically use what we can use at a very low price. So we're on a low budget here at Pirate Radio Broadcast. So that's why the pictures do not resemble what you might think. Hey, I've seen Danny White. He doesn't look like that. I know, but we don't have high budget photographic resolution here. We just have Bobby J taking a snapshot. And Lord knows what he's using. For the halfbacks, Dwayne Thomas, who played the Dallas Cowboys in the early 1970s. Calvin Hill, who hails from Yale. Tony Dorsett from Pittsburgh College. Fullback Daryl the Moose Johnson. And you'll be hearing H.T. Baum going, Moose, every now and then. Bullet Bob Hayes from the early 1960s. Bullet Bob Hayes played in the 1960s and 70s. Butch Johnson. He's so butch that he's a Johnson. I know that makes no sense. It makes no sense, maybe. Oh my gosh. You just make me look even more smart. Golden Richards. That was Bobby J, by the way. Lance Alworth. Drew Pearson. Mike Renfro. Tony Hill. And then we got the current players. Jay Saldy. Jason Witten, Jay Novacek, and current players. Ralph Neely, John Nyland, a guard. Dave Manders and John Fitzgerald, the centers. Blaine Nye, a guard. The tackles, Rayfield Wright. Harvey Martin, Tony Smith, who's the brother of Bubba Smith, who played with the Baltimore Colts and the Houston Oilers. Ed Too Tall Jones, all 6'9" of him, from Tennessee State. Larry Cole, somewhere there at the bottom of the bucket. Jeff O'Pugh, defensive tackle. Bob Lilly. Randy White, Hollywood Thomas Henderson. Leroy Jordan, Bob Brunick, middle linebackers. Linebacker core, D.D. Lewis. Cornerback, Mel Renfro, Cornell Green. Deion Primetime Sanders. Our safeties, Roy Williams, the Hitman. Darren Woodson. Cliff Harris, Charlie Waters. And that takes care of the Cowboys. Who are they playing? The Ravens. Ravens. The Ravens. Ravens had to borrow players because we still haven't been able to find any former Ravens from the early years. So the Ravens had to look elsewhere and recruit from outside the Ravens' history. Doug Flutie. That's a name I remember. We also have, according to the gentleman's agreement, allows girls who have football experience to play football. Jennifer Welter. What can you tell me about Jennifer Welter? What can I tell you? That's what I asked you. Let me look it up. Google Jennifer, and don't Google her bikini pics. Yeah. Jennifer Welter. Jennifer Welter. Welter. Jennifer. She now does coaching. She was a defensive specialist for the Atlanta Legends of the Alliance of American Football. Okay. She stands at 5'2". 5'2". She's a small little thing. Okay. Wow. She was a running back, but now they got her as quarterback. Okay. They don't want her to get beaten up out there trying to get past the big offensive defensive line. Okay. So they got her as a quarterback. Charles S. Johnson. Not familiar. He's a more current player from the 2000s. Okay. John Casey. The same thing. Johnny Johnson. Same thing. Darren Lewis. Same thing. Billy Taylor. Same thing. My gosh. Jeremiah Johnson. Same thing. It's a recent player in the 2000s. Kareem Kelly. Not familiar. Trevor Gaylor. Okay. Johnny Lamb Jones. My gosh. Itula Mealy. Who? That's his name. Itula. Are you sure? That's what it says. Itula Mealy. Mealy. He played football as a tight end. Okay, he's a tight end here. What can you tell me about him? He's 6'4". Okay, 6'4". He went to Brigham Young. Brigham, not Brigham. You stupid little twit. Brigham Young. BYU. My gosh, Bobby J. He's from Hawaii. Okay, never mind. Jeremy Stevens. He's a more recent player. Alright. These are all current players. Shad Possessed Bradsky. What the hell is that? He's possessed. I'm choking on it. Demonic. What can you tell me about Shad? What's his history? Shad Bratsky, and leave out the possessed. Bratsky, Z-Z-K-E. Well, he played for Eastern Kentucky University. Okay, Kentucky. He's stands at around 6'5", okay. He played the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. The what? The Indianapolis Colts. Ah, never mind. Talk about possession. Yeah, I know. Our resident demonic little twit. Shad Bratsky. Okay. Let's move it on down the road. That's his nickname, Possession. Whatever. Dwayne White. He's a recent player. The 2000s. Ty Warren. Same thing. Rian Long. Same thing. You just nod and we'll go on. James Ferrier. Good. Okay. Marcus Washington. Shad Brown. Ray Lewis. He's a current player, but soon to be former. Whatever. Orlando Huff. All right. Terry Pierce. All right. Rob Morris. These are recent retirees. Antoine Winfield. Nate Clements. Okay. Earl Thomas III, still a current player. Brock Marion is a former player. Coy Wire, former player recently. Sammy Knight. Eric Brown. Matt Stevens. So these are all recent retirees. Alright. This took us 12 minutes, so we're going to be seeing Doug Flutie out there for the Ravens. And so you want to say a prayer? No, not. A lot of people out there are not believers, or they do not want to be infringed upon. What? Never mind. You want a hug? I don't want a hug. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Dallas Cowboys. We will highlight the Cowboys, so we're going to be seeing a lot of those quarterbacks. You know, I'm a good kisser. Oh my gosh. What was that supposed to mean? It means girls like it when I kiss them. Daddy gets me the private yacht. Mommy puts money in my bank account, and I get the girls on the private yacht. And you admit all this, that you, mommy and daddy. It pays me.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. We're sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football and Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Playing game, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you, and I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, and now they've got one game under their belts, and all the guys trying to do some stuff down the field here today. Not only that, these coaches like to win, and I used to think it really did just feel shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". It's a pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I think it's exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice. It's so ridiculous. It really is. That tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to roll that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. That is the kind of tackling they want to see.
Number 35 with the ball carrier.
To start things
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do? Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you grab everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. After the loss to start out here, 2nd and 11.
Number 35 with the ball carrier. Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Opportunity, he may keep it himself. He gets a that is back in a bit of an apology on that. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on the right. That will be incomplete.
Forced to the ground, then incomplete. Number 10 like Chris Jones on the jump for the Cowboys.
D'Anthony Thomas will return for Baltimore.
D'Anthony Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. They'll take at their own 38-yard line.
First look on offense. And then we run up on a guy under center, Charles at quarterback. I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have a tougher season, but at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gets you. You know, at the end of the season, because you did a great job, QB issues are going to sponge for the good stuff. Let's start with the option. And we'll get this across the 40 after
The quarterback swings it on the option.
Give him 3 on the keeper.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
A
3-yard pickup.
Focus on the
Brings up
defensive end
2nd
of this
and
play.
7.
He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain. The keeper, but still going to bring up a
quarterback on the scramble. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
It's time to look to Cooper. It's an extra line. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third
To number
down.
89.
12 yards to
A gain of
go.
12. First down, Ravens.
The open hand for a sure-handed tight end, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
And catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. From the 32 now, here's 1st and
The quarterback keeps it on the action. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it and turn it into a big play, which might turn into a big loss. The guy just took his medicine there and they took the 1 yard.
First down here as the tackle is made at the Cowboys.
Complete to number 80. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So put you think play action right here because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the 13 down, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, look to throw. This is the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle
To number 18. First down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to fill a 4 for 4 in this opening round.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, he's running it on his target.
Yeah, the opening score.
Number 36 on the carry. Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's your first go. Sneak it.
I think he can go to a hard, just throw it out and snap it and fall it behind those guys into the end zone.
Number 36 on the carry. Stuck short of the goal line.
It's been good defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. It's a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will take it in for the Ravens.
Touchdown,
Taking it in. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, you gotta like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know it's someone that doesn't like that start.
Yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. You get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it. Now, put this on the ball and say, thank you very much for giving us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point. His kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
And with this, we will be right